What's going on, guys? In today's video I wanted to do a quick review on Zenless Zone Zero. So the last time I made a video was, I think, 4 or 5 days ago, talking about the Zenless Zone Zero tier list. And you know in that 4 days and the 5 days that I haven't made the video, like haven't made any videos on this game, I've been pretty much grinding this game. As you guys can see, I am currently um internet level 27. I'm currently level 27 right now, and I've been pretty much grinding. And of course, I'm going to show you guys my account, which characters I have so far. And we're pretty much going to split this video up in 3 categories. Number one, we're going to talk about combat. Yes, we're going to talk about combat first. Second, we're going to talk about the story. And of course, number three, we're going to talk about pretty much, how I feel about this game overall, whether I like it or not. Pretty much going to give you guys my opinions on this game. But of course, if you guys disagree, feel free to. It's my opinion at the end of the day. I'm just sharing my thoughts with you guys. So no hard feelings. If you like this game, nothing wrong with that. But if you dislike the game, there's nothing wrong with that either. Everyone has their own opinion. At the end of the day, it's a video game. We shouldn't take stuff like this seriously. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and talk about the combat. Now, when it comes to the combat in Zenless Zone Zero, I will say that the combat is very unique. It is very unique, and it is very, how can I say this? It's very, it's very like, it's not really simple, but there's like a lot of things going on. But at the same time, you can actually understand, the basics of this game, like the combat. You can understand the fundamental combat system in this game. So when we take a look right here at the combat tutorial, you can pretty much check out your character, like whatever character you're using. You can pretty much have a combat tutorial for pretty much every single character in the game. And this is what I really like: the fact that you can pretty much learn every single thing about each character. So as you guys can see with this wolf guy, he has a combo where, like, you want to hold his basic attack so that he can pretty much charge them up, and he's gonna deal greater damage. And then when you're using his special skill, you pretty much want to hold it so that he can deal more damage. That's pretty much how he works. So every character has their own unique combo system, and I feel like that's the one thing I really like about this game: the fact that every character has their own unique combo. Because I'm not gonna lie, if everyone had the same exact combo system in this game, I would not like it. Like, I would literally drop the game immediately if everyone had the same exact combo. But the fact that everyone has a different combo, like, look at this girl right here. She has like a chainsaw attack, and look at this. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like everyone has their own unique move set, which is very nice. It pretty much invites more variety into the game. So I like that. I like that, the fact that multiple characters, they have different move sets, because it pretty much invites different variety in this game. So that's pretty much a combo system. And of course, you have your ultimate. Now, the thing about your ultimate is, I'm not gonna lie, I still don't understand how to pretty much activate my ultimate like whenever I want to. Because as of to right now, there's not really a bar that pretty much indicates when I have access to my ultimate. I only know about the skills. Yeah, I only know about the skills, but about the ultimate, I'm pretty sure you have to do like a lot of combos in order for you to pretty much activate your ultimate. So I still have to, get used to the combo, not the combo, but the combat system in this game. But yeah, really nice gameplay. Using your skills, very nice. So I will say, for Zenless Zone Zero, the combo system, really, really good. The combat is very satisfying. It's actually not that bad. And I do feel like, if you're not a fan of these type of games where, you're doing combos, you're switching out to characters, like you're having chain attacks, if you're not a fan of that, that's perfectly fine. But to say that, the combat system in this game is absolute garbage, I completely disagree. I feel like the combat system, the fact that you can parry enemy attacks, is very, very nice. Like, the fact that they're giving us an opportunity to actually parry pretty much, invites, greater difficulty. Because let's say there's like a boss who deals a ton of damage, and you don't want to just sit there and keep spamming basic attacks or special skill attacks. You actually want to parry the boss so that you can actually deal more damage. So the fact that they actually have that in this game is very nice. So Look at that. We already have our counter, and then we can literally pop our ultimate right here. Let's go and do it. Switch out to another character, and there it is, dead. So that's pretty much the combat in this game. Very, very unique. Very, very, the way that the combat flows in this game is very nice. But I will say, over time, the combat will get, tedious at some point, especially when we're, going through the story and you have to go through the TV system. I'm going to talk about the TV system. We're not going to talk about it right now, but I am going to talk about it later on in the video. But I do feel like the combat is going to get tedious later on in the future. So the best way for Hoyoverse, the best way for the devs to pretty much, fix that, weird and tedious feeling is by implementing characters that have a unique combat system. Like, they need to implement characters that have really nice gameplay, because that's one of the main things people summon for in a character. When we're summoning for new characters, the top two things we look forward to is, of course, the character design, and number two, their gameplay. If the character's gameplay is trash, the only thing that's going to pretty much, help that character, like the only thing that's going to make people summon for that character if their gameplay is trash, is the character's design. So those are the top two things we, like, most players look forward to when it comes to summoning for characters in gacha games. So I do hope that, later on in the future, the more characters we get, the more, combos we have. And I hope that, future characters, their gameplays, they're very unique and different, not the same exact thing over and over again. Now, moving on to the story. So I'm currently level 27, and in order for me to continue the story, I have to be level 30. So when we take a look at the HDD system, so when you're pretty much progressing through the story in Zenless Zone Zero, there's a thing called the TV system. And I'm not gonna lie, this system is absolutely fucking annoying. Like, I am literally like, bro, I am this close to literally just not even go through the story because of this TV system. It is so frustrating. And the reason why is because I feel like the TV system, it just gets in the way. Like, the story, if I'm being honest, I didn't really pay attention to the story, but I will actually go, like, there's like a video archive system where you can pretty much rewatch the story without going through the TV system. And I do feel like, going through the story without getting interrupted by the TV system is a lot better. And I don't know, man, this TV system is just absolutely frustrating. So I don't want to go through this again, but I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna teleport back over here. We're actually gonna go to exploration. Let's go to exploration real quick. I don't want to actually go through the story real quick. So let's come over to exploration, and let's just do this one right here. Let's just deploy. So we're gonna wait for this to load up, and this is gonna pretty much give you, as soon as you see this cutscene right here, just know that you're gonna do the TV system. Just know. So this plays, and this is literally the number one thing I despise about this game. This right here. So you have all of this yapping going on, which is completely not important whatsoever. And then you just have all of these TV screens. It's just so annoying. And the thing that I don't like about this TV system is the fact that the story revolves around it. It would have been better if, like, they implemented some sort of way where we can go through the story without going through this TV system. I feel like the TV system is better for in-game content. Like, let's say, like a roguelike mode, because there is like a roguelike mode. I think it's called Hollow Knight. I forgot, but it's like a hollow mode where you're pretty much getting buffs, all these type of stuff, and you're pretty much fighting enemies. You guys can implement the TV system in that, but don't implement the TV system in the story. It just gets in the way. So when I'm just gonna click whatever this is, doesn't really matter. And look at this, I have to do a whole quiz. So you see what I'm talking about, right? I have to do a whole quiz just for me to pretty much fight enemies. It's like there's just so many obstacles, so many things in a way in order for me to just simply go through the game. So I don't know, man, this TV system is absolutely frustrating. Like, I don't know why because this is like the number one thing most people have been complaining about in Zenless Zone Zero is the TV system, and they didn't take it out. So I don't know. I mean, they did say that they improved it, but honestly, they didn't improve shit. They didn't improve anything. I don't see no improvement from the beta. I think the only thing they improved was pretty much the speed. Like you can pretty much speed up the dialogue in the TV system. But other than that, they didn't improve anything. It's still in the story. It gets in the way. It's absolutely annoying and tedious. It's just a pain. It's absolutely painful. So my number one thing, the number one thing I can't stand about this game is of course the HDD system, the TV system. It is absolutely garbage. Now, when it comes to the story, now we already talked about the TV system, but when it comes to the quality of the story, holy shit, this is crazy. Just look at this. Look at this. Nobody can tell me that this shit is not fire. Nobody can tell me that this is not peak right here. This is absolutely insane quality. Just look at this. You guys can hear the music, of course, because I'm playing music in the background. I'm playing like another OST playlist in the background, but just look at this. This is amazing, man. Like that right there is the best cutscene Hoyoverse had to offer, literally. And from Genshin, Honkai Star, I don't care. That was the best cutscene ever in a gacha game ever. That was insane. So I will say the quality of the story in this game is peak. Absolutely fucking amazing. But of course, there are some flaws. So I feel like the only major flaw to the story is the TV system. Like there are some other flaws, but the major one is the TV system. But other than that, that cutscene was just fucking sick. So besides the TV system, if you want to pretty much, dive into the story, just come over here to the video archive. I feel like this is a really good system to implement into the game because I do feel like the TV system, it just interrupts the main story and it just gets in the way and it just makes, everything, it just makes everything feel so bland and boring because of that damn stupid ass TV system. So just come over here to the video archive, dive into the story. You don't even have to go through the TV system. You can watch the cutscenes, you can read, do whatever. The video archive is absolutely amazing for players who are pretty much interested in the Zenless Zone Zero story. Now, when we take a look at the city, so I do feel like this definitely gives me Persona vibes for sure. You have the street right here. You pretty much have a lot of NPCs. You also have some playable characters right here. You also have this guy. General Chop, this literally gives me Monster Hunter vibes. Like before you go into a mission, you always talk to those little, I forgot what they're called, those palicos. Yes, the palicos, you talk to them so that you can pretty much get a buff before you enter battle. So I do like that system, the fact that, you talk to this guy right here. Hopefully doesn't put me in a quest. Okay, so you can pretty much select your own meal and you can literally get a buff. So I'm going to pick this, for example. I'm going to order this. All right, we ordered that. And they give you a whole cutscene. I feel like this is actually really nice. Like this definitely gives me Monster Hunter vibes in a Persona game. So definitely dope. They put a lot of, they put a lot of thought into this. So I really like that a lot. Definitely does give me Monster Hunter vibes for sure. Now I will say for like the open world, like the city, I mean it's not really open world, but when we take a look at the city, it's kind of huge. I mean it's not really that big, but you pretty much have like a roof here. It's pretty obvious that they're going to expand it, but for a city, I mean I do wish for them to pretty much add a lot more stuff where you can pretty much go into buildings. Like we have this arcade right here, which is really nice, where you can pretty much play with other players. But I wish that they pretty much gave you the ability to go into different buildings instead of you just standing in front of the building and you're just talking to the NPC instead of you actually going inside. Like for example, if I come over here and we teleport to the HIA right here, the HIA club, this right here is very nice. This definitely gives me Splatoon vibes. I really like this a lot. The fact that you're actually in the building and you're pretty much, activating different game modes in a building. Very, very good overall. So hopefully in the future they implement more into the city, make it, a lot more interesting and a lot more immersive rather than you just simply walking around talking to NPCs in the street versus you just going inside of the building. I feel like going inside of the actual building definitely makes things a lot better. And yeah, that's pretty much my only critique when it comes to the open world. But other than that, it's really good. Now, when we take a look at my account, I currently have one S rank character, which is Wolf Boy, and I have Sokaku. Now, Sokaku, I feel like this character, she is absolutely amazing for an A grade character. Very, very nice. The fact that she can increase your team's ice damage, that is going to be very good for Ellen. And I am trying to get Ellen. If you guys can, as you guys can see, I literally have a 21 more summons in order for me to get a guaranteed Ellen. I did get Wolf Boy to C1. If I come over here to Wolf Boy, I got him to C1, which is really nice. So I did lose 50-50 on Ellen's banner, but it was on my 10th pull, so I was really lucky. So I currently have this guy C1, and of course I have Sokaku at C6. So my plan is to pretty much get Ellen so that I can use Wolf Boy, Sokaku, and of course Ellen, because Wolf Boy, this guy literally decreases the enemy's ice resistance. If I come over to skills, it literally says ice damage resistance decreased by 25% for 30 seconds. So this is very, very nice for Ellen because she is an ice DPS unit. So that's pretty much my plan. I am trying to get Ellen, and once I get her, I'm thinking about summoning for her weapon, but maybe I'm just gonna use a 4-star weapon for her as of right now, and then I'm gonna save up for, you know, another good unit. Probably the girl with the katana that I just showed you guys with that flashy cutscene. Maybe I'm gonna save up for her because she is absolutely sick. So that's pretty much my account and the characters I have so far. So how do I feel about Zenless Zone Zero overall? I feel like this game, I'm not gonna say that this game is bad or this game is good. I'm gonna say that I feel like this game is just, it's just in the middle as of to right now. I do feel like the gameplay really, really good. The combat is very nice, but the one thing that is just irritating me is that TV system. Like, we already know that they're going to continue the story, and throughout the entirety of this game, we're gonna have to deal with the TV system for a very long time. So I don't know, man. For players who are very interested in the game story, you're gonna have to go through that TV system in order for you to pretty much experience the story. So I don't know how they're going to, you know, fix this TV system. It seems like they are not going to do it. It's gonna stay in this game forever. So I don't know, man. That TV system is just, it's just leaving a bitter taste in my mouth. Like, I just don't know how to feel about it. It is very, very terrible, and I don't know. It's just very frustrating. But other than that, Zenless Zone Zero definitely has potential to be a really decent game. Is it like the top gacha game? In my opinion, no. I do feel like when it comes to other gacha games like Wuthering Waves, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, I do feel like Zenless Zone Zero is close to the bottom because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When this game, before it released, I didn't really care. I didn't give a shit about this game. I did not care at all. I was like, I'm just gonna try it out, and then if this game is good, it's good. If it's not good, then I don't care. I'm just not gonna play it. So I mean, the fact that I'm level 27 and I'm still playing it, it's a good sign. But the real question is, am I enjoying this game? That's the biggest question, because, you know, at the end of the day, it is a video game, and playing games is all about, when it comes to playing video games, it's all about having fun. So am I having fun with this game? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it just yet, but I feel like I can come to a conclusion that there are a lot of things that the devs, like, there are a lot of things that they need to improve on. The TV system is number one. Number two, they definitely need to improve in like the in-game content, because I did hear that the in-game content, it is literally tedious. It is the same thing over and over again. So hopefully they improve that in the future. And I'm definitely looking forward to quality of life changes in this game, because you already know with gacha games there are a ton of quality of life changes. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. We are currently in version 1.0, so I'm not gonna say a lot, but as of to right now, I'm gonna give this game a solid 6 out of 10. I feel like a 6 out of 10 is a fair assessment. Gameplay is good. Character design, not that bad. It's pretty, I'm gonna say that the character design is pretty decent. Not the best, but it's decent. The gameplay with each character is actually pretty cool. Ellen's gameplay is amazing. So there are a lot of good things about this game, but there are also a lot of bad things about this game. So I feel like a 6 out of 10 is a solid number for this game. So tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think Zenless Zone Zero is a sleeper game, or is this game actually good? Share your opinions in the comment section down below. But remember, guys, everything I said was pretty much my opinion. I'm not going to sit here and say that my opinion is a fact, but I will say one thing though. The TV system, that is not an opinion. That is absolute dog shit. The TV system is literally fucking terrible. And if you like it, I mean, go ahead. You can like it. But if you say that it's great, fuck no. That shit's ass. I'm being honest with y'all. That shit is fucking garbage. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.